the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? Yeah. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody.
So we're here, episode 15, guys, where we are running through the Memorial Day weekend news, giving you some updates on what has happened around the state and here in Eagle Pass, Maverick County. Thank you for joining us. We're here Sunday night. Many of y'all will be off tomorrow, so thanks for joining us. As always, grab yourself a preferred drink as we go through some of the headlines that have been going on in Eagle Pass, Maverick County, and throughout the state. So, first of all, guys, we want to bring about a informational thing for you guys joining us. There has been several break-ins, thefts that have been going on lately in Eagle Pass. Most recently, we saw a post on Compre y Vendo on Facebook detailing about a couple that is going around the neighborhoods and getting some stuff from people's yards. So we are going to actually share some of these videos with you. We did have a story created for you guys if you want to check out the Maverick Times News.com. We have the story up, but we'll go ahead and share with you right now the video. Let's see here. So, guys, you can see there's a guy there. He's creeping up. He's looking around, obviously up to no good. That is not his house. That is actually Christine Street. So as you can see, these people have some stuff in their yard. It is their property. Their property was walked on. As you can see in the background, be on the lookout for these two in Carthage Place. Right now, you only see one. You see the guy got a bike and he is off. Yeah. And that's what we're seeing here in Eagle Pass, guys, especially with the influx of people coming in. A lot of them do not have resources to get anything done or to do things, have some money, so they resort to this. Now, the good thing about this, I guess, is that they were able to get a pretty good shot of them. Again, this is all coming from Compre y Vendo. A resident posted this. We saw it, so we made a news, and we trying to warn everybody, let everybody know. As you can see, look, we got them there walking by. Again, very early at night. This is in the same vicinity, in the same area, not the house, right? But this is what's going on, guys. You see there is somebody in the tail end, in the front. As you can see, look, see that person in the back right there? Up on the left-hand side, just walking out as he's coming in. I'm wondering if maybe she saw a camera or something, right, and didn't want to participate in what this gentleman was going to do. But guys, this is what's happening in your yards. If you haven't seen the article, please visit the mavericktimes.com. Share that article. We posted it also on Facebook. It's very important, guys, to be aware of the situations that are going on and not leaving any of your valuables, outside where people like this can go ahead and just appear out of nowhere and walk right away with your things, guys. Again, we got them on video here. This was sent to us. I believe it was posted as well. And they are walking about. Um, Again, it's a duo, partners in crime, as we dubbed them. All right. So, yeah, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, get out there, look for the post, share it. There's a couple out there that is running and scouting the houses. The video is from Carthage Place, the subdivision that's located near Memorial Junior High. So, if you guys live in that area, just leave your lights on in the front. Be sure you have your cameras on and rolling, just so we can keep these people accountable to what they're doing. We work hard for our things, and it's not fair somebody can come and take our things from us just from our yard like that. Uh, so we got another funny video coming up. We did have, we noticed the sheriff was doing interviews, and it was a little bit of weird of this topic that came out. So we're gonna go ahead and let you guys watch.
Esto ocurrió en la calle Balboa Jones, bueno, perdón, que es aquí en la oficina, aquí en el lobby. Se entregó, tenía una orden de arresto de aquí, de Maverick County, por que decimos en inglés burglary of habitation. Él se encargó, se dio cuenta que tenía la orden de arresto y mejor se encargó, se entregó y está pendiente para ir a corte. Lo van a magistrar otra vez, pero va a corte como quiera.
¿Quién es esta persona?
Perdón, él se llama Luis Alonso Pérez y tiene 25 años de edad.
All right. Well, see, what's funny about that situation right there, if you could hear, I know the volume was a little bit low, is our sheriff, Tom Schmerber, forgot the address of the jail. So they're asking him where is this place, or where this incident took place, and he actually gives the address out to the sheriff's office rather than the location of the crime that was solved, or I mean crime that was committed. So I think that was kind of funny. um, More people are starting to join, guys. Thank you for joining on. We're here just to give you guys a wrap up, a weekly roundup of the news that has gone, the news that has been put out this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. And we want to take this opportunity to give a quick shout out to those out there. Memorial Day weekend, many of us do have family, and some of y'all did serve in the armed forces. So, guys, we salute y'all for Memorial Day. Thank you for your service to all those out there that served. They served, guys, so we didn't have to. Everything that we have, the little freedoms that we have now, right? Because it's being contested nowadays. But the freedom we do have is because these guys joined the armed forces, and were willing to fight for not just their freedom, but our country's freedom. That's one of the most selfless things that anybody can do, and it should be appreciated whenever we see these gentlemen here or anywhere in the streets, right? So thank you. We want to tell them, and give this show, dedicate this show to our veterans and Memorial Day weekend, right? So what we're gonna do is give you guys a rundown of the news that's been going on, what's happening, this, that, and the other. A crazy day for news today, guys. We had, of course, we spoke about the alert in Carthage Place, partners in crime stealing bicycle early in the morning. I was very bothered by that. The people did. The residents that got stolen from, they posted it on Compra y Vendo, and they now let us know what is going on. Now, a high-speed chase, guys. Earlier today, a high-speed chase in Zavala County. You're going to want to listen to this and hear this because it's a very particular case. So you got a high-speed chase that happened in Zavala County. As you can see from the very first picture, guys, look at the license plate. That license plate was written handmade, guys. Handmade license plate. So this lady, Mariah Faye Guerrero, and we got her picture right here so you guys can see license and picture. Um, this lady actually had, she was smuggling humans. She had illegals in her vehicle. And whenever they tried to pull her over, she initiated a chase. So as you can see, this lady, she's under 21 years old. She's a kid herself. Um, According to the reports, they were up to 110 miles per hour speed chase. The pursuit continued into Frio County, where local deputies in turn laid down the strip of spikes. And we saw her check out the truck, how it was left. Of course, those spikes are nothing to play with. As you can see, the license plate, handmade, guys. Come on now. Um, the very interesting thing about this, and I'm going to go ahead and read it out to you guys. At the jail, Guerrero was placed under the care of a female corrections officer and examined by a Zavala County nurse. A pregnancy test confirmed her condition because she told the officers, the deputies, that she was pregnant. This led to a reevaluation of her immediate legal circumstances. Considering her pregnancy, authorities decided to release Guerrero with several traffic citations and noted that a warrant would be issued. Guys, this lady, upon admitting that she was pregnant, carrying illegals in her vehicle, she was then released by Zavala County deputies because of her pregnancy. Now, do you think, I'm asking the audience out there seeing this, do you guys think that's fair? Do you guys think that, hey, if you commit a crime, you put everybody at risk driving 110 miles per hour down a highway trying to get away from police, but one of the first things she mentions is that she's pregnant, and they reevaluated the situation and they ended up releasing her? That's just disappointing, and it goes back to the theme that we're seeing here is that nobody's being held accountable for these crimes. You're not being held accountable. She's not seeing jail. She's telling everybody that she's pregnant. And now that the story's coming out, I mean, who knows how many of pregnant, under 21, underage people are going to start doing ridiculous things for money. Now, this situation, there wasn't any crashes, any effect to anybody else within Zavala County or in Frio County where the chase finally ended. But just think about the situation where all of this happened. They had to multi-county high-speed chase. She wasn't going to stop. They had to bring out the spikes. But just because she says she's pregnant, no, it's okay. We'll go ahead and send her home and you'll get the warrant in the mail. Will they charge the unborn with aiding and abetting a criminal or a conspiracy? Well, Paco Jr., I'm glad you brought that up because that does bring into, a whole host of things that, she was pregnant. So where does this move forward? Because you're allowing somebody to get away with a crime these crimes are being committed every day in our community. So just because she's pregnant, she gets bailed out and she has the opportunity to where she gets to go home for the night, where many other people that have been arrested in the same situation, as you can see, 110 miles per hour this girl was going. Guys, do you think she cared that she was pregnant while going 110 miles per hour? Do you think she showed any kind of worry for her children? No. Where was the worry? Where was the concern? She was only concerned about her unborn child when she was pulled over, when she was caught by police. It's that obvious, guys. I mean, it obviously it wasn't a thing where that they were worried about her being they were worried about her being somewhere, the kids out here are the ones suffering. People are doing things that are out of this world nowadays. The smuggling, human smuggling, the drugs that are coming in now, it's unprecedented to our future, and it is going to damage our children moving forward. There's been many lives lost by the ridiculous things that are happening at the border, and it just goes to show you that they're no, actually, Paco, from what we gathered, they did not charge her with any kind of endangerment. Rather, they enabled her through her pregnancy to go home after 110 multi-county high-speed chase, 110 miles per hour. What I'm saying is that and I think you share the sentiment, is that she did not care about her child when she was, out there trying to commit a felony. But the first thing she said when she was pulled over, she was pregnant. And, not to knock her or anything, but it looks like it worked, because there she is getting to go home when anybody else in that situation may have been locked up and, pending to court date, maybe not released because they can't afford the bail. Moving over to another story. This one's a interesting story, guys. And if in Laredo, we had an FBI raid, a Laredo man with multiple charges, drug charges. Now, the interesting thing about this, guys, is that if you read our story in the Maverick Times, it details about somebody telling the authorities or notifying the authorities of this man possibly being in some kind of drug operation. Now, right now, it's just something that somebody told an FBI, right? So, I mean, this is where it comes into question. An FBI agent was able to gather the trash coming out of this household, right? So, in gathering that kind of evidence, they were able to find, something that gave them the right to go ahead and raid the house. So later on, they did discover 157.6 grams of cocaine in the home. But what I'm alluding to is that how the FBI was able to raid this house based on a comment made by, we don't know if it's an informant that they have, a rival, or just some random that told the FBI this guy might be operating something. Somehow the FBI obtains the trash of this household, this individual, which, I mean, you can't really tell if it's his trash, if there's several individuals living in the home, yet they are able to pin it back to this individual, raid his home, and eventually find a large amount of drugs. 157 grams is nothing to sneeze at, guys. But the bigger picture here, and what I'm trying to let everybody know, is that this is the FBI, and they're going on anything and everything. And it just seems that they don't really give a crap much about your privacy and what you're doing. So take that for what it is, guys. We just give you the news. Jury convicts a smuggler in the 293rd Judicial District under Operation Lone Star. So you have these three assistant district attorneys, Marlo Zamora, Ramses Benacourt, and Amanda Riojas. They were representing the 293rd Judicial District Attorney's Office. Of course, our Honorable District Attorney, Roberto Serna, heads this office. And they wanted. We saw this news, so we posted it, guys, and it's very relevant to our community because of what we showed you earlier, the illegal immigration smuggling activities that is going on, where we're getting an unprecedented amount of illegals coming from all over the world, not Mexico, not anything in particular, but we've seen them coming from China, we've seen them coming from Iran, Honduras, some Mexico, but very, very few amount compared to all the other ones coming from Haiti, coming from Guatemala, all the Central American countries. And they're trying to claim asylum in our country. And we are being overwhelmed, guys, to say the least. Another great story coming out. Guys, Tony Gonzalez, our congressman for the 23rd Congressional District, has been doing nothing but making himself rich in our district, guys. City of Eagle Pass, Maverick County, surrounding areas have not been able to get any support or get, this guy to show up to help us out. So we have Brandon Herrera, a YouTuber that is running as a conservative for the 23rd Congressional District. Guys, we've been after Tony Gonzalez, trying to get an interview for so long. This guy has not been made available to us or anyone else in his region. So it's been difficult for us to support a man like this, especially with everything that is going on in our district. He has assisted minimally, and it's only with those sheriffs and elected officials that support him, and that's it. I mean, that's not how politics is supposed to work, because once you're an elected official, you're there for everybody, not just the ones who put you in office, and that's something important to think about moving forward. Now, again, as you guys know, our platform, we never tell you guys who to vote for or what to vote for, but we always do recommend based on based on the news that we've come up with, based on information that we deliver to you guys, and we take pride in delivering that information, because there's not many people, not many news sources, and I'll call them out, and I'll say these news sources out here is top dollar pays for these news sources. That's why we're not beholden by any corporate interest. We're not a corporate media by any means whatsoever. So we're not beholden to these corporate medias, like the school district. We don't have our hand in the school district cookie jar, so we can come out and say that the school district is overpaying for our superintendent that is not, I say it again, is not doing things in the best interest for the student. Now, guys, did you know that the independent school district, Eagle Pass Independent School District, EPISD, has about 40 million in their reserves? 40 million in reserves, meaning that they just have that money sitting there. Meanwhile, they are the highest taxing entity in Maverick County. Okay? Let's get a hold of that. The Eagle Pass Independent School District is the highest taxing agency or taxing public agency, right? They can get taxes. Guys, it's not just me saying this, and I know many of y'all sometimes can confuse us for the local media, the crap that comes out here in Eagle Pass, Maverick County, that it's a pay-for-play news media where, somebody gives you $10, a cigarette pack, and a beer, and they'll attack whoever you want, right? That's not how we work. That's not what we do. We do small businesses. We do some politics, but it's always with the positive thing for the people. And just as this comment over here by Paco Jr., it's very relevant that we're not the only ones that think this way. The superintendent is Mijares, Samuel Mijares, is receiving top 1%, top 1% of payment around the state of Texas. All right. He's in the top 1% paid as a superintendent in Texas. Ask me where our teachers fit on average. Our teachers are not even in the top 20%. They are not in the top 20% paid. Those are your teachers that are taking care of your students, because I know for a fact Mr. Mijares is not in a classroom 8 hours a day. Our teachers are. They are underpaid. Again, they're not even in the top 20% for teachers average in the state of Texas. But the school board of trustees allows the superintendent to get paid in the top 1% of the state, while the school board allows your teachers to get paid not even in the top 20%. Talk about an income gap. Now, guys, when you have a superintendent that is getting paid the money that Samuel Mijares is paying, we would like to think that he'd answer all parents' calls. That is not the case. We have received numerous calls. And guys, that's why we stay with this topic, because it's not what we post, what we make our news about, what we make these podcasts about is not anything that comes from us directly, but comes from the community reaching out to us. You guys are what drives the content that what we deliver. Now, there's been many concerns about what the superintendent is receiving for compensation for exactly what. Now, what should raise even more antennas is the top 2 people that are paid in the Eagle Pass Independent School District. Number 1, number 2 are related. They're related. They're both Mijareses. They're brothers. And they're in the top number 1 spot, number 2 spot paid. While your teachers, the teachers that are watching this right here, right? You guys are getting paid below the top 20%. Now, I just don't think that that is fair. How can that be fair? How can that be just for our school board, our trustees, to think that it is okay to pay a superintendent in the top 1% while our teachers are getting paid in the bottom percentage, guys? Do you think that's fair? Let us know in the comments. We talked about Brandon Herrera, guys. We're all in with Brandon Herrera. He's supported heavily by Matt Gaetz. Many of you know Congressman Matt Gaetz as a fighter. He is the only congressman, Matt Gaetz is the only congressman that does not take super PAC money. Now, for those of you that aren't aware of what super PAC money is, when you donate to a candidate, you as a donor, an individual, you are limited into how much you can donate into that candidate. But If you donate money to a super PAC, the super PAC is not limited. I'll say that again. The super PAC is not limited in donating to a candidate. I say that to say this is that Matt Gaetz, the congressman, is a very rare breed not to receive super PAC money. Again, super PAC, they are not bound by the rules of individuals where we cannot donate more than a certain amount. Super PACs can donate whatever they want to the candidate of their choice, and that is the loophole that is being used right now with our politics. That is what makes Matt Gaetz and anybody else that Matt Gaetz supports a rock star, because they receive their funding from individuals like you and me, not from super PAC. So in theory, that should show you that Matt Gaetz, along with Brandon Herrera, the newcomer to 23rd Congressional District here in Texas, they're a rare breed because they're receiving donations away from super PACs. They don't want to deal with super PACs because super PACs are what? That's how you hide money, guys. You want to do politics. You want to do a little bit of thing. You want to hide some money, get some donations. Get yourself a super PAC. You go to the Elections Commission, FEC. Get a super PAC. Get donations billed to you, and you can manipulate elections as far as the eye can see, guys. Just look at how some of our locals, our Texas rep Eddie Morales, I mean, he's receiving money from PACs. We see that all the time. The state rep Eddie Morales, he receives funding, and unfortunately, he has gone on the deep end and has forgotten about you guys, the community, in supporting these illegal immigrants. Now, I mean, he has to be removed from office because he is assisting, aiding, and abetting, supporting the border crisis. He is supporting it as much as he can. And I mean, that's why your properties are getting stolen from. That's why your vehicles are getting stolen. That's why you're, my daughter had her phone stolen the other day. And come to think of it, it was somebody, it was an illegal, man. And that's what's happening because most of these people are coming to our community. They are not like we are. Take it from Kendrick Lamar, not like us. They aren't like us, right? But they are not. I mean, we have a different culture. We are here predominantly because of our Hispanic culture, right? But we do, the majority of us have that Texan American built in us because we are Tejanos, whether you want to call it this, that. I've been called a coconut before. Si me quieren decir eso, a mí no me molesta porque yo nací en el Estados Unidos, aquí en Texas. So, antes que soy un americano o mexicano, soy un tejano. I'm Texas through and through. That's where I was born and raised. I do understand that I do have a Hispanic background, culture. My mom and my dad are from Mexico. I was the firstborn generation here, me and my brother. And, in with that, we take the pride. And, I can say for my brother as well, we take pride in this flag right here because we're Texans. We're Texas, baby. That's what we are. And that's why we had the Rising Texan News to start off until we got sued by the liberal state representative that also assaulted us. And hey, shout out to Sheriff Schmerber, who lost all those videos, lost all the reports, lost everything that was reported against that state rep. But that's neither here nor there. Paco Jr., as always, interactive. We love that. Nepotism. Yeah, that's what the school district is. all that money and they can expand 57 to connect to El Indio and Loop 480 and the riverbank or build a bigger border patrol check. Yeah, I mean, it's it is relevant the way they're misspending a lot of funds, and I'm not talking about local because it's passed down, right? The funds, but the state of Texas in general. Now, I do appreciate the efforts that are being done by Governor Abbott, but do we need that many troopers down here? And I appreciate them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm the first one to support our Texas DPS troopers, but they they have families, they have homes. Now, why not, Governor Abbott? And this is a question to Governor Abbott. Why not go out and support local jurisdictions? That same funding that we're spending for the DPS agents, and we support them, but we also have reserve constables. We also have more sheriff deputies. Um, and these people we can hire more to secure our border. Now, at the fraction of the cost that we're paying our DPS. Now, we want them to get paid. I mean, don't take this as I do not support the Texas Department of Public Safety troopers here. I am 100% in support of what they're doing, and they're protecting our community. Now, what I'm saying is that in supplemental to them, we can also help out our local reserve deputies, our local reserve deputy constables, our local reserve law enforcement agencies that, unfortunately, they have to leave our community, go to San Antonio, go to Laredo to do traffic control when they could be here securing our border. Now, who knows this border better than a person who was born, raised, and works here? Now, again, not to knock our Texas DPS troopers, not one bit, but who knows the terrain in their own backyard? I mean, they were born somewhere in Texas, and I'm sure they know their terrain better than we do out here. But our deputy constables, our deputy sheriffs, that's their backyard. That's their terrain. They know it better than the smugglers do. That's their job, is to know that better than the smugglers do. Now, you tell me, would we benefit from having that knowledge base protecting our own community? I mean, man, they're protecting their daughters, they're protecting their sons, they're protecting their wives too. So what makes you think they wouldn't protect that border, just as you would as a citizen with a big rifle saying, hey, we're tired of this shit? Just a thought, Governor Abbott, we do have qualified law enforcement in our area that would like to supplement. And I say this because I do have an insight working with the county, but we need all the funding we can get for what's happening. The situation that's happening in the border with the federal government has pretty much just washed their hands with the situation. And I'm not criticizing Border Patrol agents, because I do know a lot of Border Patrol agents that I grew up with. Many of them do not agree with the situation that's happening. And, for a lack of better word, can't wait to freaking get Trump in here so we can go back to normal and secure our borders. And that's probably about 50% of the Border Patrol here locally in Eagle Pass, Border Patrol South, Border Patrol North. They have that same sentiment, just that they are strapped by the federal government, which Biden is in control of right now. Real quick, guys, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink, but our sponsors are running. If you guys can support these businesses, they support us, and we support them in turn. So, guys, if you can't make a donation to our Cash App directly, send us a sponsor donation or anything. That's fine. We're not here for the money. We're here to inform people. But support our sponsors. They are the ones who keep us coming every day. It's not for FaceTime me to reach out to you people, but the thing that gets me wanting doing these podcasts is to get these people recognized for believing in the platform that we have. So, guys, please go out and support. If you don't support us directly, we're 100% behind our sponsors. So go support them. Viva Canine Dog Training, Grooming, and Boarding Center. They're located at 1388 William Street. Their number is 830-335-2111. Iron Primate MMA 830-421-6811. They are coming up soon with their 6-week boot camp. Be on the lookout for that. Vote for Ruben Montemayor for Maverick County Tax Assessor Collector. Guys, he wants to be there full time, an 80 plus hour bi-weekly, when we are currently getting less than an hour a day from our current tax assessor collector, Asalia Cáceres. Guys, quick commercial break as we do pay some bills from our sponsors. Thank you. Coincidentally, I still have the mic on, and I'm in my kitchen pulling up the next beer for the next couple of minutes of talk. And we are back, guys. That's a pretty cool commercial break, right? For all y'all watching. Appreciate y'all that stay on, and also those that watch the show afterwards. So, if you have a news tip, guys, you can email us at tips@themavericktimesnews.com. We check this email every single day, multiple times throughout the day. Or you can also send us a WhatsApp message to 830-968-0344. Now, if you have a news tip, you want to come forward about a situation that's going on in your community, in your entity, in your business, or what have you, guys, let us know. We can do the investigating for you. We can find out what is going on with the situation that you present us. We can do a little digging. We have resources. Our resources continue to grow. You guys are our biggest resource of news, though, so we appreciate that. We want to get this scrolling, don't we? Let's get this scrolling. Oh, man. I think we already messed up with that. Oh, we got it scrolling now. So yeah, we'll leave that scrolling, guys. If you guys want to get in contact with us with some information or anything. So sorry guys, got a little sidetrack here. Yeah, so news tip, I mean, you have anything, what we could do is request the we could request information from you. We are in the process of consulting with our our legal team, I guess you want to call them, not unofficially legal team, but we're consulting with them to see exactly what it is that we're going to ask from the city of Eagle Pass in reference to the 57 South Music Festival. That thing is still up in the air. They're still trying to contact or solicit services from a financial auditing company that is independent from the city of Eagle Pass, that is going to go through every single expenditures that they have. Every single one that they had, and you have it going forward, right? So news tips are important because that is what gets us looking in a certain direction, making sure that we keep our public, our community, keep them in check. I mean, honestly, some of the things that happen out here are ridiculous, guys. And the way things worked in the previous, or somewhat still kind of work in the news cycles, is that if you're known, if you have money, if you're supporting somebody or a news, they'll stay quiet. Why do you think none of the other news medias have said anything about the astronomical salary from Samuel Mijares? They're all on the payroll. Now, we reached out to him and said, hey, how can we give some news from the Eagle Pass ISD? And apparently he's just not responsive. So what we're doing is trying to make sure our students have the very best, top notch. Just like we have a 1% paid superintendent, we want a 1%, top 1% school district. Is that too much to ask for, guys? I don't think that's too much to ask for. I mean, you're getting a large amount of money, and that's fine. It's taxpayer funded. It's coming from your property taxes that you're paying his salary. But what is it that we're getting in return? Are we getting anything in return, honestly? Or is the independent school board just the tightest little thing where they just take care of themselves and make sure everybody else is taken care of from within that field? That's something to think about. The election for school board trustees is coming up with the general election in September, October, November. So, guys, if you are interested in running for school board, if you are interested in running for any position, school board is coming up soon in the election, in the general election in November. Guys, reach out to us. Let us know. We wouldn't mind taking an interview. We've been trying to solicit interviews, guys. If you guys want to get an interview with us, send us some information. We'll be glad to interview you and see what platform it is that you want to provide to the community. I mean, that's what we're here for, in providing information for our community, to best use that knowledge and resources to navigate what it is, Maverick County and Eagle Pass politics, guys. So it's a little slow night tonight, Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. A lot of y'all are probably cooking out in the backyard with the family, and that's great. We just wanted to give you guys, salute our armed forces, those who participated in armed forces. Thank you very much. Memorial Day is for you guys. We will never forget what our veterans have done for this country. We're going to go ahead and end our stream today already. Tomorrow, we will be going live straight from the runoff election that has Maverick County Tax Assessor Collector, Maverick County Constable Precinct 1. Those are headlining the runoff here in Maverick County. We will be coming live straight to you guys. We're on Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We are on Twitch. And we're trying to get on Instagram Live as well for you guys, trying to reach all of you through whatever platform we can. And we appreciate you taking the time with us tonight. Please like and share this if you have the time. We really need to get this information out to our community. Thank you, guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Make sure you tune in live from the runoff election in Maverick County. This is Isaac Ruiz Beast.